and them whining because they're almost dying. But we left off, the group had made their way to the Swamp of Lost Mines, gathered some information, traversed a temple, abandoned temple of sorts, gathered some more information, fought some kind of tag team creature duo, made their way to the outskirts of a hidden swamp base belonging to the Obsidian Eye. They made their way secretively into the base, proceeded to take out guards along the top portion of this base, and upon seeing a member of the Obsidian Eye, Morn proceeded to jump down and challenge this creature. A battle ensued. I believe Alyssa was brought down very quickly. The group surrounded to rescue her. Multiple ballistas of sorts popped up on opposite ends of the building, firing at the groups, the individuals of the group, weighing them down. The group noticed that there were some cages still in the center of this like plaza type deal, and unbeknownst to them, so was another member of the Obsidian Eye casting spells behind them and pretty much trying to trip them up as much as possible, scorching some members of their prey or their catch. The members fought the Minotaur Minas, causing his death, along with a wizard of the group, Remus. His last dying words before he left, he mentioned a name of sorts that seems to have struck a chord with Freya, but she's unsure why. Two of the other party members heard this happen before he was basically bisected. As the party ends the fight, Alyssa walks off in anger towards unsure where.
Just to recap that, who were the two people that heard? I know Morn heard it, and then who else heard it?
Ping heard it, Morn heard it, and Andre heard it.
Got it.
And actually, everybody except for Kaz.
Oh, so the perception rolls before it. So Ping rolled a 10, Kaz rolled an 8, Morn rolled a 24, Alyssa rolled. I think she had already noped out though.
Nope, not before that portion. Yep, she heard it.
That's right.
She has.
I thought she left before we even killed him.
Okay.
But I could recall wrong. Either way, I guess I would have first gone to Frey, make sure she's okay, and then
as this creature is like right before you, like literally in half, like the upper section, kind of like arms splayed out. He has a he has like a miniature like smirk on his face, and his tongue is kind of hanging out, and the upper portion of the upper portion of the body is like a little bit away, and the bottom portion is on the other side, about like a foot away from each other.
I'm just gonna take with one in my left hand, just knock the upper half off to the ground.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hi.
There's the other one.
They came by pairs.
Very late.
It's all right.
But I'm here.
We literally just got done with the kind of recap and everything that was kind of happening.
Okay. I didn't miss too much.
No.
Dang it! I just moved stuff.
If it hasn't fallen to the ground yet, I am gonna push with my left hand, just knock the top of the Minotaur to the ground.
Oh yeah, no, it Henri like one clean slice, halfway bisected, and it just kind of slid off and landed about a foot apart from each other.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's somebody's fatality. I can't remember who.
Okay.
What, the monk cut?
Kano? No.
Yeah, it's like from the shoulder to here, and then the top part slides
yeah.
down. I can't remember who.
Yeah, I can't try to remember who. Baraka. No, not Baraka. Yeah, no, it's my childhood.
But Andre fatality'd him.
Fatality.
Oh yeah,
Fatality.
it's clean cut.
That's how we do.
And Alyssa had pretty much just taken off in the opposite direction, pissed off.
Yeah. Once I notice that Freya seems fine, I'm gonna peek out and how fast is Alyssa moving?
How fast was Alyssa moving?
She stopped where she is. She's just leaning against the wall with her arms crossed.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have. So after he said Dione, he said last of Vidarian race, should have killed you when we had a chance, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I probably would have been, if anything, I probably would have just been confused because I know Radar, I know that's where I came from, but I'm not familiar with that name.
Anything else?
Exactly. So,
Nom, nom,
mead.
nom,
So I probably would just be really confused, and then also knowing that Alyssa took off, I would probably check to make sure she didn't leave. So I would step outside and just, if I were to step outside, do I see her that she stopped, or is she too far away for me to see her?
I mean, you'd have to take quite a few steps out if you wanted to, but if you stepped out and you saw Morn and he's just kind of looking straight down at Alyssa, who's kind of like up against the side of the building, just leaned there, kind of upset, frustrated, seems very just pissed.
Okay, so I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna walk over there then. I'll just probably, after seeing that she's isn't taking off or anything, I'll probably just process my memory for information. Just gonna stand there in thought.
I thought that she wanted the kill. She didn't. No.
I guess not like that. It's kind of like taking an almost dead animal and laying it in front of you and saying, "Here's you can have the killing blow." Maybe she doesn't get the same gratification from it.
Well, he almost killed her, so it would have been irresponsible to do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good riddance.
Actually, I'm not out there with you guys, so I didn't even hear you say that.
God, is that you?
Can I check Minis's remains for anything that might be valuable?
Okay. Make an investigation check. Or perception if you're just looking. Depends on what you would like to do.
You know, I want to... Okay, I'll just...
Okay.
11.
You see the axe and you see a loincloth with something tucked into the right side of the loincloth.
Can I get in there?
Yeah, it's just right there.
I'll get it. Do I investigate if I want to get deeper?
Yep.
All right.
Get in there all nice and deep like.
12.
So you find three things. You find a small coin purse, 2 gold. You find the you find just a leather belt holding up his like loincloth / garments, and then you find a string of elf ears.
Ew.
Do I see the elf ears?
What's your passive perception? think it's like 17, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you watch as Kaz is like going through, and he pulls out like a string of severed elf ears.
Any of them look like mine?
A couple. There's like, it's not all elf ears either. There
Mhm.
looks to be like maybe like one human ear in there, maybe like a halfling or goblin of some sort, maybe. But there's like 5 or 6 elven-ish ears.
Seems those trophies didn't do him too much good.
I'll just kind of put it back
Just like shove it down back in.
where I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll just grab the axe and yell to Morn, "Do you want this?"
Man, it's kind of just like wave my very great axe in front.
Throw it down. Fuck it.
Okay.
And
What
then
if it was a
I'll-
legendary axe, you guys? Caw, 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 caw.
It might be worth something. So that
I guess worst case scenario we could sell it. Fine, I'll go back and pick it up and
I can carry it if you'd like.
put it in the bag of holding, I guess.
That works too. I'm gonna make my way somewhat toward Alyssa and be like, Alyssa, I'm sorry. I realized that well, you fought great out there.
She'll cock her head towards you and she'll say, come here.
No.
When she's in, she'll lower her voice and she'll say, I only have one thing to say. I went along with your guys' plan to be stealthy for this whole trip, and I didn't get what I wanted at the end. Next time this happens, I'm not listening to any orders and I'm doing things my way.
Seems fair. But
She'll just nod and start looking back towards the other way.
can I ask then, what did you want?
A thrill, which I didn't get.
You want a better challenge?
Something like
What?
that.
I agree that Minotaur was not as strong as I would have expected. Not a match for any of us, I don't believe.
Corner of her lip will curl slightly.
Anyway, we should explore the rest of the keep. I don't want whatever. I think that one person called for help. I'd rather get out of here before they come.
So, really quickly, without thinking about stuff coming our way at this point, I'm gonna, now that I've seen that Morn has checked in with Alyssa, she hasn't taken off, it's gonna come back to my mind that we've located Ping. And I'm gonna go inside and walk up to him and give him a huge hug. Like a really, really tight, long hug. It's really good to see you again.
Oh, it's good to see you too. How you been?
So,
I mean, a lot of shit's happened.
Before you do that, a couple things you notice about Ping. One, he's wearing some kind of like eye patch slash like scarf or cloak that wraps around the left side of his face and over the left eye. And then he's a little more, mostly probably because he's been kept in a cage for a little while, he's a little more gaunt than you remember him. He's got a little stubble on the face, a little stubble on the top of the head. But the big thing would be on the left side of his face over the eye, he has kind of either like a scarf or like some kind of like leather strap that wraps around the whole side of the head.
What
Okay.
happened to your eye?
I lost it chasing down these guys.
Mm.
I was trying to, follow the withering hand, like I, try to find my brother's killer and the man of many smiles, and
Right.
And now after he
ran
says that,
into
you
the
get a little.
wrong, got mixed up with the wrong people.
So the thing after he says that, when you kind of get a better look now after he tells you that, you do see on the other side of this like patch, you do see an elongated scar that runs kind of up a little bit and carves deep.
Well, at least you have your life still. We'll definitely get him back for that.
So you were
though.
followed.
It's good that you have yours, and I'm glad I was able to see you guys again. I feel like we're missing somebody though.
We're happy we found you here and we're able to help. And I'm probably not even gonna acknowledge that he said we're missing somebody.
Kind of like a sweep under the rug type deal.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm glad that we were able to get here and find you here and get you free. And then just not acknowledge the second part of it.
As once Freya gets out of earshot, I'll just be like, so Freya was possessed by a demon, and we managed while you were, and the demon almost took her over while you were gone, and the demon, we thought we had defeated it, but ended up actually back inside Kalen, overpowered him too, and it was only thanks to Shantea that we were able to defeat this demon once again, but unfortunately, Kalen did not make it.
So something like that.
I'm just gonna say and bow my head and take a minute.
But yes, it's good to see you again. Interesting that you following the Withering Hand and us tracking down the Obsidian Eye led us to the same place. This is all too confusing for me, but seems interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure we can fill each other in on some missing details.
Once this is all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
For now, though.
To do.
Yeah, we have a hint that maybe some of Andre's family could be here. That's actually why we ended up here.
Well,
I'm glad
definitely some others of my kind here.
No, yeah.
One in particular I'm looking for. I don't think.
Well, y'all picked a good time to come.
I bet.
I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna just walk in while they're talking again, or walk closer while they're talking. Guys, I completely forgot, but Remo, while this was all going on, at one point appeared to have used a ascending spell of some kind, and we may have company coming, so we might want to either get moving or figure out what we can get from here and move on.
I agree. Look for a way down. I'm sure they have some sort of dungeon here.
Didn't we see them open the floor before?
Yeah, you watch the floor give way, and several of the cages actually lower below.
Okay. I'll follow Andre then.
I'll go outside and try to find the seam, I guess, where the floor opened up.
Make an investigation check. Or perception if you're looking. Investigation if you're actually trying to find, you're looking, you're feeling around for the seam.
I'll do. Good. Wow.
Okay.
Not great.
You know the general area for where they went down, but you're having a hard time finding the seam. It seems like it hides very well with the ground for some reason, whether that be magically or just very well made.
Don't really see where it opened up. Well hidden, I guess.
You
Basement.
did notice, Morn, that Remo in this corner somewhere came down from up top. Whether there be stairs or something back in there. But that's where
right,
Remo appeared from.
Yeah, he kind of came out of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first I'm going to check what's in this room.
Okay. It just seems to be kind of like an eating room.
Some trestle tables in there with food on them.
Yep.
Don't go feasting now.
No way down in there. Guess I'll take one look in this room as well.
You find the same thing, kind of like eatings. It's more of a kitchen on this side. There just seems to be like food and stored food and preserved food and kitchen knives and whatnot. So
I guess I'll try and figure out where he came down. If I think he walks down.
okay. So you walk in and immediately see a spiral staircase going up and down.
I see a staircase going down over here.
Well, down is where we're trying to go. No time to waste.
Does it look dark down there?
Looks pretty dark. But you do see faint light.
Okay. Want me to go first?
I'll go first. And I'll do my best to vanish into the darkness. Sneak my way down.
Roll a stealth check.
27.
Very nice. Andre disappears and begins to make her way down the stairs. So as you go down the stairs, you go around the circular type staircase, you get to the bottom and it opens up into a larger chamber. The larger chamber has 3 hallways, kind of in a like a trident formation type deal. And you hear moaning, and down one of the hallways you swear you hear screaming. And then down another hallway you hear more like moaning and silence. And there is torches like every 5 to 10 feet. So it's lit. It's not like bright light, but it's lit. And your passive perception, yeah, about a minute after you get to the bottom of the stairs, you look and you see movement down the far left, like the trident, like if you're looking at it, the far left-ish type one, and you see an individual that's wearing like those taskmasters like masks with the like the hoods and the hole cut open, the black hooded, and you see him walking.
Hood.
You see him walking from room to room, and he has like a giant leather apron type deal on him with a bunch of tools attached to it, and he looks rather bloody.
He's the only like guard or any like other non-prisoner personnel I see.
No.
So he's the only one that I see.
As of right now, yes.
Okay. For now, I'll head back up, and I'll give him the lay of the land. Are the hallways like actual like
stone
buildings?
hallways built
Okay.
underneath? Yep. And you can see about 10 to 15 feet away from the stairs, and it looks like the beginnings of each one of the hallways. There's cages, or not cages, but
Cells.
like cells, and then some of them just have doors with like slits on it.
Hmm.
The couple that you were able to see.
Yeah. Just on a cursory look, there's a lot of cells down there. Is the chamber itself like pretty open in the top, or
Like when you go down, when you come down.
yeah? Or are the hallways more closed off, or are they open to the ceiling?
Open to the ceiling.
Okay.
The far rightmost one has a door that blocks that hallway, but you can kind of see through the bars. For some reason, that one seems to be a little bit more secured.
Did it seem like I could get up on top of these walls and get a better look at things?
No, because it's like you come down, and it's like stone, and it
Mhm.
goes all the way to the ceiling. And the bars are actually built into the stone.
Hmm.
So the middlemost pathway and the leftmost pathway, it's just a hallways that go down, and you can kind of about 10 to 15 feet away from the stairs, you can notice like cells to the left and to the right, and then if you look a little bit harder, you can see kind of like a door with a slit, almost like it's like a solitary confinement type deal. And then the farthest most hallway is the actual hallway has like a cell door or some kind of like door blocking the actual hallway, and then there's cells within that as well.
Yeah. I'll relate all this information to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Don't think it's too much for us to handle then.
But we don't really know what their numbers look like down below. Best we proceed with caution.
You only saw one though, right?
I only saw one, but there's probably more.
Oh. Oh. I doubt they're the strongest ones though. The strongest ones would have been outside.
That logic.
Lauren doing his thing.
We can't be too careful.
True,
Just
but
come down behind me, and I'll go forward. Try to, get a better lay of the land as we move.
I'll follow a ways behind you. I'll try and be quiet too.
All right. I'll head back down.
You get to the bottom of the stairs. Morn, you now hear this as you come down, but every 5, 10, 15 seconds, you just hear intermittent kind of moaning, and then every minute or so, you hear just screaming, loud, high-pitched screaming, and then moaning and groaning, and kind of just noises of people moving about.
Let me know when I need to roll stealth.
Roll stealth. If you're at the bottom, if you're going down, you're bottom of the stairs.
Yeah,
roll stealth.
I'm at the bottom. I'm gonna wait there a little bit while Anya goes forward. What's the light source? I saw you said there was a light source.
There's
Torches about every 10, 15. Or
Perfect.
10, 5 to 10, sorry. You can
I
see.
can see down here. Okay.
I would probably be following behind.
'Kay.
But So I would, wait for them to get to the bottom first. So do you want me to roll stealth too?
Yep, if you're going down, roll stealth.
16.
Okay. Nice. So those of you that have gone down, you now hear the moaning, the groaning, the movements of something, and screams every once in a while. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll give.
So, left
Andres.
hallway is
Middle and left open. The far right
Third-
one
yeah the
is
right one.
like it's like
has a
cell
door.
bars that blocks off the hallway.
Okay.
Does there sound like there's any sounds coming from the blocked off side?
Yeah, that's where the screaming is coming from.
Hmm. Does there appear to be like a lock or a mechanism or anything that opens the bars?
Would I know anything about this prison?
No.
Yeah, you were held in the top, like you hadn't gone down yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you had just got here.
Alright.
There's a lock on the door.
So it's like a swinging door with a lock on it?
Correct.
Well,
I love this song.
that's from The Fountain. You know that already.
I knew. I love that movie.
So I have thieves' tools.
Okay. If you want to watch a grown man cry, watch The Fountain. Movie
Yeah,
gets
that
me every
movie.
time.
That movie. Yeah. I don't remember, and I remember Frosty telling me, but I still am not super
is
used
your-
to rolling the thieves' tools.
It's like dexterity plus your modifier. Block. Picking.
I rolled a 6, so I doubt that I'm gonna do anything good anyway, which is that. Let me see here. I'm
You
looking at-
could, if you have so if you have thieves' tools, are you proficient with them?
Yes.
Okay, so you get to add your proficiency
Oh wait,
proficiency bonus.
wait. Time out.
Hold up.
I am looking. So
You should be able to click on the thieves tool.
no. I'm looking at the wrong tab. I also have Arcadia's tab open.
Oh,
So I was looking at Arcadia's stuff when I was thinking thieves' tools. Yeah, no, I don't have thieves' tools on Freya. Scratch that.
oof.
I do. Nobody else does.
Arcadia does. You want to give her a call?
I'll try to pick the lock then.
I'm good at sneaking around, but I learned how to do that by hiding from predators, not from sneaking through jailhouses.
I don't think this bonus is updated.
Ooh.
Let's see.
That will do it. So you're going down to pick the lock. So you guys watch as Kaz sneaks across the room to the far rightmost hallway, gets down to a knee and begins to finds the first tumbler, sticks the lock in. You hear, and slowly opens the metal gate.
I'll kind of push the gate open real slowly. And reminds me of simpler times.
Very nice.
Well
And
done.
I don't want to be the first one through, but I'll kind of softly
I'll go.
open the door.
I'll go through.
You go through. Okay, so immediately to your left, there's a there's doors. None of these are open cells. They're all doors with a slit. And it has like that style where it's like a little slit, and then there's a knob on it, so you can open and close like the little slit.
I'll go up to the closest one on the left and look inside.
Okay, roll perception check. And you have dark vision, so you're able to see in there.
Ah.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. This one, the one to the left, has a male elf of your race from your tribe. You kind of recognize him, but you're not entirely sure. He is chained, manacled by his wrists, hanging from the walls, and has open wounds and gashes across the chest, forearms, neck, face. His right eye is completely swollen shut, and his lip is just busted wide open.
Is he conscious?
You're not sure. He's just kind of like just hanging. Shirtless, like you can see where like drops of blood or blood has dripped from the lip onto his chest.
In Elvish, just say, "Hey."
Elvish for hey is hey. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Hey!
Nothing.
Nothing. It doesn't. But you do see with the 25, you do see every like just barely every so often you see like a kind of like a very slow and like wheezy breath in, and the chest just kind of inhales and exhales. Very painful breaths, you can tell.
Okay. I'll slide the thing back over and go to the one on the opposite side. Is
Okay.
there a door on the opposite side of the hallway?
Yep.
I'll look in that one.
Slide it open, roll perception. This one will be easier. There's lights on this one. As you open the door, this one has a female elven individual strapped to a chair with 6 or 8 tubes running from her body and draining into a canister about 4 feet tall and about 3 feet wide. And it looks like it's draining her blood. And she is strapped to a, like almost like a surgical table. And she's strapped down and she has, I don't even know what you would call these things. But they're like almost like metal claws that are holding her eyes open. And she looks like she's staring.
A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, and she looks like she's staring. She's staring up at something.
What is she staring at? If I look up, or
You
can I
can't
not
see it.
through the-
Yeah, you can't see. She's faced towards you, and she's just like.
Does she notice me?
No.
Damn, these fuckers are sick and sadistic.
Freya, roll
That's-
roll an intelligence check. Okay.
I wasn't looking through the doors anyway,
No, I'm just. Yeah, that's fine.
so I'll
Does
just
it
I'll just
look-
chalk
do
it up
all
to
of
I
the
wasn't paying
doors-
attention.
Do all of the doors down this hallway look pretty much the same?
Exactly the same, and you hear screaming from the far end.
I'll just kind of like hold a hand up to everybody else, like kind of signal them to stop, and I'll proceed towards the door where the screaming is happening.
Okay, so that is the farthest most. So that's about 4 more doors down at the end of this hallway. And you hear, as you get to the very far end of the hallway, it is the door on left, on the opposite side of the hall.
Mm-hmm. I just open it just enough to get one eye to look in.
It is a
quietly.
roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
A little worse.
You're not able to see entirely what's going on, but you see another one of those individuals with his back turned to you, with the like with that big mask, like Taskmaster mask on type deal.
Right.
With his tools, and he seems to be digging into an elf of your race, doing something. And he seems to stop and like do some kind of examination. Like he looks at something, writes down some notes with his bloody hand on this like notepad, and then continues to doing what he's doing.
Ugh.
And this individual, no, because you wouldn't be able to see that. So
I'll like get the group's attention and tell them to come over.
I'll move over.
Coming. Ugh. Stupid chair.
I'll tell them about what I saw.
And then, like 10 seconds after you say that, another like scream blurts out. Ah! Yeah,
I don't know.
Nailed it.
except for very, very high pitched and very painful.
Yeah.
No, that was perfect.
Don't do that though.
Michael, you dropped from roll 20, just so you know. I don't know if you're trying to get back in.
I'll just
He did.
kind of. I would have moved away from that door a little bit.
Okay.
So I could be sure that I'd be out of earshot of that guy.
Okay,
Just in
and
case.
when you do that, the door behind you, you hear whirring noises and groaning.
Whirring like a motor.
Yeah, whirring. Yeah.
Roll a perception check. Okay. This room, you open up, and kind of like this, the very first room, with the individual hooked up to a bunch of those tubes. The same thing in this room is going on, except for half of the body has been cut in half, bisected, and placed on some kind of machinery.
Ugh.
So we're all down here, right? Yeah.
Gnarly.
Oh.
I don't know if we're all down here.
Okay.
Imagine we were probably all following. I know.
Yeah.
I think the only person that I didn't hear follow was Alyssa.
Oh.
Unless she is staying upstairs. Unless she is... did follow and I just didn't hear her.
I'm just
No,
gonna be.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
gonna
think so. Alright.
Just gonna be thankful I didn't end up like these guys.
Right? Is this another elf?
Yes.
And-
This one is white. This one's different than most elves you've seen. This one is more slender with longer, elongated ears. Older in nature.
Does it look like he's still alive?
Yeah. He looks much older in nature though. Like
Oh.
even by elven, like he has gray hair and wrinkles. Like so he's very, very
yeah.
old.
Yeah. Different color than me though, right?
Yes.
Probably not a moon elf.
No.
I think we need to kind of bust everybody out of these. Whatever they're doing in here is disgusting, and I wouldn't feel right leaving any of them here like this.
I agree.
But are these people going to be able to
Wait.
walk out of here themselves?
Ginge. So Henri relayed information to us. How
Yes.
big are the openings In the door.
For
For like the little peek hole. I don't know if you know what I'm getting at here.
No, but 2 finger wide.
So I could essentially
about
fit an
yellow.
arrow through there, yes?
Yeah.
I see you're getting that look. You like when you've got an idea. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm disgusted and I'd like to put an arrow in the back of these guys' heads.
There's only one that you've
Yeah.
seen so far.
Yeah, I just mean in general, like these guys.
Where was the guy we saw?
I think maybe
In
we
the
should
door.
get some answers at first.
Another 5 seconds goes by. Another high-pitched scream.
What answers are we gonna get other than they're tearing these people apart?
How many of
I
them
want
there
it
are?
to stop though. I'm gonna walk up to the opening
You hear the door begin to unlock.
where the screaming's coming from. The one that had the guy in it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Let him come out and
I'm
meet
getting-
the arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get ready to grab him as soon as he comes out.
Maybe you can drop your
The door
silence.
opens. So the door opens, and this individual begins walking out, and he's a little different than all the other ones. He's actually not wearing a mask at all. He's wearing almost like doctor-ish type outfit type
He's
stuff.
not wearing a mask.
Not like a
Hell.
like the other one.
Well, he's got
And he
COVID.
comes
Gonna get us
walking
all
out,
sick.
and he's reading some kind of notes, mumbling to himself.
I'll go to grab him by the mouth and like behind his like get one arm through so I can hold him to me.
Okay.
Just like that.
Roll athletics.
Give him the old Father Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 4, so. Yeah, he immediately comes out and just like instant goes to say something, and you just quickly behind the mouth, and you just pull him back in. He drops the notepad
Alright.
in front of you.
So, this can go one of two ways. Either we kill you right now, or you can tell us some things that we'd like to know, and then we'll think about whether or not we kill you.
Make
Repeat.
an intimidation check.
Can I provide the help action by going in and just starting to take his clothes off? I'm not going to say any words, but his clothes are mine now.
I mean, that's even more intimidating.
Okay.
Ping,
Yeah.
Ping is just gonna be scratching his head.
Yeah, you watch his Kaz, nothing, no words, just walks up and just. He's just like,
Get your
Now this-
arm out of there.
yeah. So roll intimidation with advantage.
No, I have a smile on my face. I'm gonna be like, I miss you guys.
Okay.
I miss you guys.
Ooh, baby.
Second
Andre-
roll, second, wait, I need to roll one more time.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Thank God for Kaz
Oh.
undressing him. Holy shit.
We maybe should have done it the other way. I've got a +9, but it's fine.
I mean, the
18.
help
Alright,
action
did
helped
the-
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been real. That could have been real dirty. He doesn't say anything. You just hear as he's just standing there in his like. Did you take his underwear too?
No.
Okay, so he's just standing in these little like tidy whities.
Be like, these are
Alright.
coming off next, buddy. It's not gonna be too pretty.
You don't want those to come off. Believe you me.
I'm gonna walk over with my quarterstaff and kind of give his junk a tap.
And I'll say,
Just a
Oh,
little
hey.
like.
Just a little like,
I'll
just
say to him,
this is just a tap, buddy.
a little love tap.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will
ooh,
remove
ooh.
my hand from your mouth. If you scream, we'll gut you.
Very, very slowly.
And I'll move my hand to his neck. Not like strangle him, but like, you know,
Yep.
keep him in line.
I'm also going
So-
to, as Henri was saying all of this, I'm going to have my bow out with an arrow notch in it, pointing at his head. So he also has something very intimidating staring at him on that side too.
Just for reference, Kai, we haven't moved to that point yet.
They're still waiting.
It's the
As of now.
status of the tidy whities.
We've pretty well cleared out your top floor, but we don't know how many of you there are down here. Care to enlighten us?
Yeah. Last time I checked, there were just 3 of us.
Where's the other 2?
Down there, other hallways.
Doctors or guards?
Doctors, more or less.
Yeah, what do you call yourselves? Do you think of yourselves as doctors?
I was merely, I'm just doing experimentations, per his requests.
Who's he?
Zaro
Oh.
and the Barons.
Tingo's gonna go up my spine with that.
Does that name ring anything to? Do I know that name?
Zaro?
Yeah.
No.
He was there when they
No,
fought
Ping
before,
Ping
didn't
knows
he?
that because I told them.
Well,
I told them
okay,
about
I
them.
mean, you would know, yeah, you would know about him, but yeah, it's nothing like new.
We
mean,
fought
yeah.
Zaro. They were the group that we dealt with on the docks when we took off on the ship. And we had the interaction.
Oh yeah.
He was one of the people there.
Okay.
So there's just you and 2 others down here. No guards, just the torturers.
There might be guards. They usually don't check in on us. This is all by request of the Barons.
Do you have a key to all the doors?
Yes. And he like points at the pocket that you're holding in the shirt.
Wait, aren't we looking for Henri's family? I'm gonna look at everyone.
That relates to my next question. Where do you keep records of the prisoners you've had and traded?
Upstairs. He usually keeps them on him.
Again, is he Zaro? Does he you're referring to?
Yes.
Where upstairs?
In his room. I don't know where it is. I don't go up there. We're not allowed.
What are you trying to learn from these experiments?
Something with the effect that elven blood holds magical remnants that we're able to power certain machines.
Hmm. All very good-natured machines, I'm sure.
Kaz with that sarcasm.
My next one's a 2-parter. How long have you been here?
Four months?
How long real time, or like times has it? How much time has passed since Markiel was kidnapped?
Longer than that.
Longer than that.
We were in hell for 3, so
Yeah.
It'd probably be 2 months prior to when you guys went to hell.
You never happened to see a little elf girl, quite like me, come through here, did you? Did you cut her up, maybe?
We have lots of elven girls come through this wing. This is the research ring.
Pity.
The other ones are for, once we break our slaves, that's where they put them to be sold.
To whom?
You sure?
The barons.
I'm gonna press my arrow up against his forehead. Put a little pressure.
You watch as a little pea starts to trickle down his leg.
Listen here. First of all, I think it's awfully disgusting that you're doing experimentations of this kind of torture to children. You might want to rethink your line of business.
I agree.
Maybe he should show us the way.
I didn't really want to be here when they offered the job. I didn't realize what this was.
Insight.
Yeah, roll insight.
Jinx.
We both rolled a 14.
Seems truthful.
I think the whole pee trickling down his leg is kind of a dead giveaway.
Could just be that he's a fucking worm.
Yeah.
I mean, the little tiny whites are yellow at this point.
There's your status update, Kai. They're not quite so white.
I moved my quarterstaff out of the way.
I wouldn't want to soil that.
It sounds like I'm gonna have to have a talk with your boss a little later. Maybe go over some elements of our business deal that I hope to achieve. You know, maybe sticking with the pointy end a little bit. Who knows?
That's
As
none
for
of
a
my
matter
business.
of what to do with you?
I think we know exactly what to do with him.
Oh, please. I won't do anything like this anymore to anybody. I swear.
Maybe we should ask the prisoners what they'd like to do with him.
I
That's
think
not a
that
bad idea.
probably first order of business would be having him open all of these doors.
Well, we have the key.
Oh, good point. We have the key. Opening all the doors. Maybe for the time being, we can strap him onto one of his devices. And let him marinate.
Maybe if he is the one who's running these experiments, perhaps he knows how to shut them down in such a way that the subjects remain relatively unharmed. Yes.
Like removing.
I can stop what's going on in here, but I'm not in charge. That's it's
fine.
Zaro and Preve. They handle all of the requests.
We'll get to them later. Right now,
One
we just need you
downstairs,
to
not
do us a
through the
couple
gate.
favors, such as getting some of these
Ceasing.
good people out of these cages.
Ceasing
and
the
off of
experiments
these
on them.
god
Setting
awful
them up.
machines. Does that seem amicable to you?
So,
I mean,
You say-
you have the keys.
so you say that the one in charge of these experiments is Zaro, correct?
he checks in periodically, gives a new set of, and he like points down at the floor and that little notepad. There's notes on it. He hands certain specifications and things that he wants done from the barons, and then we just carry through on the plans.
How periodically does he check in?
Once a week.
That sounds like he might be checking in a bit earlier than that. From what we know.
When's the last time you saw him?
4 days ago, he said he had to make a business trip to secure funds and any new ledgers. Said he was getting some kind of new assignment.
Well, good sir, if you would be so kind as to help us remove these people from their terrible conditions, we may be more willing to come to an agreement as to letting you live. What do you say to that?
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do.
Good.
You have the keys, though.
Well, let's get these
I was gonna say,
out of their
music a little heavy.
Doesn't really fit.
He's thinking about his decision really quickly. Will the people in the rooms be able to walk out of their own volition if we open the doors?
Maybe.
You're such a dick. The ones that can't, you can help them.
Okay.
But I'm not giving your clothes back.
Okay. Okay.
Please give him his shirt.
He
I'm
doesn't
putting
need
his clothes on myself. I'm wearing them by now.
He doesn't need clothes.
All right.
The least he can do these prisoners is at least bring himself to a level of disgrace.
What about the other doctors?
They're in the other
hallways.
other
Yes.
hallways. Yeah, he did say that.
I say we get all the prisoners out, leave them here, let Zaro deal with them however he wants once he learns that they let all the prisoners escape.
We should
Be-
lock them in their cells in the cell.
Before Freya accidentally lets her fingers slip,
Mhm.
when to lower the bow. Yeah, I definitely think that he belongs in a cell. Be interested to see how long you can handle just being in a cell for a long period of time without the horror of being experimented on.
Business first.
Okay.
This is first pleasure letter.
Indeed. Let's get these lovely ladies and gentlemen out of their cells.
Well, he can't really help us much anyway, right?
Yes. Well, there's those diabolical machines and such that we don't know how to operate. But he certainly does. Don't you?
Kind of. They arrived. The one with the machine arrived like that. The one at the end. We were told to do that. I could pull them out.
You're definitely gonna assist us in freeing these prisoners from the devices they're attached to?
I
And let me-
would do whatever you want me to do.
Let me just say,
Alright, well,
if
let's-
you so much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I won't hesitate.
You watch as he like holds his breath and like, mm-hmm.
Let's get on with that. Let's get these doors open.
I will assist. Well, no, we only have one key, I guess.
Kaz has the keys.
I'll just go to whichever one's next. Open them.
You find. So, are you going to the one right to the left, like right across the hall?
How many are total? Like a bunch?
There is 6 on each side.
Just go same side, whichever one's next to us. Just down and back.
Okay. So
I'm not even going to look in the rooms. I'm just going to unlock all of them down the hallway and then come back and.
The one immediately to your left with the individual hooked up to the machinery, like he's basically bisected, and his bottom half of his body is attached to tubing and pipes, and he looks to be in a lot of pain. He doesn't even acknowledge you guys walking into the room. He just kind of continues to groan.
Should just put him out of his misery.
The one that the guy came from, it's an elven female, looks a lot like Henri. She has a open wound, kind of like in her kidney-ish type area, and then just like minor lacerations throughout the body. And she's half clothed. And then as you go through each door, there's people in various positions, some hanging from manacles, some that are like hanging upside down in like these almost like BDSM positions, but like it looks like they're hanging over some kind of like various instruments that seem to be poking and prodding them in different angles, testing, it looks like muscles or something like that. There's one where you go in and they're actually folded backwards across a chair, so they're like half crescent moon, and the limbs have been pulled taut.
What kind of experiments are these? I'm gonna ask the doctor.
I don't know. We just do them as per specifications from the Baron. It's all in the notes. I just do what he asks, and write down the calculations.
But you're a doctor. You must know. You must know what you're doing.
Not necessarily. I just know what it does. It's a lot of testing for muscle sinew and strength and flexibility between the human and the elven race. I don't really know what they're looking for. I just write down the results.
I'm gonna go into the room with the bisected man. And like get in really close to him.
Okay.
And just gonna be like, can you hear me?
Slowly looks up. And like a really like groggy, like a really groggy state, begins to just stare at you, like almost he goes from like really groggy to just amazed in like a matter of a moment. And he kind of like nods his head and just smiles.
So the machine at the bottom of his body, does it look like it's supposed to be legs or something, or does it?
Yeah, they're like legs type deal, except for they're like 4 legs, so like crab type legs.
So his top half was separated and grafted onto some machine.
From what it looks like.
Excuse
like
me.
the spider toy in Toy Story with the head on it.
Yeah.
Trying to make him into a ergot.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask him, how long have you been like this?
And he speaks to you in Elven.
Excellent.
So, which I assume you speak?
Yes. And I would speak
Okay.
back to him in that too.
It is very broken Elven. Actually, it is a higher form of Elven, so it's a little tough for you to dialect. But he begins to cry. And he reaches up and puts both hands on the sides of your face and pulls you in and kisses the top of your forehead.
Okay.
And begins to cry more and tells you in broken, what you're able to piece together is, in the last moments of my death, I will see the Redarian bloodline again live. That she is safe. That she may once return home. And he like semi bows. Please end it. And like reaches towards your side where like a knife is and kind of like gently taps it.
Ooh. Well, unfortunately, given the circumstances, I was essentially coming in here to get a feel for his condition to help him pass, because that's probably what has to happen.
He looks like he is in a lot of pain. Basically, like the torso where he's been bisected and grafted is semi like decayed. Like almost kind of like
Yeah,
copper poisoning
gangrene
type stuff. Like you can
Septic
definitely
shock
tell it
and-
wasn't made to be put together, but it was kind of forced together.
His body's rejecting the foreign objects.
Like
Yeah.
mixing your GI Joes up.
Well, I'm gonna be super tender and
he's crying, but it's not like a fear cry. You can tell it is like a like joyous
Relief.
like relief at this. Well, and at the same time he seems to be like, the fact that he sees you, he's just is like holding the sides of your face and like just like taking in the form of your face and like looking at your eyes. And
so I'm going to so I'm gonna put my hand on his forehead, which sounds weird. So think like I'm bringing my arm up around the right side and across the top of his forehead, and then I'm gonna come down so that my head is next to his, so I can talk into his ear.
okay.
And I will speak back to him in Elvish and say, everyone. What?
Oh no, continue. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, everyone responsible for what has happened to our people will pay for this. And I'll promise you, with every bit of life left in me, that I will see our people free again. And I'm gonna take the knife with my left hand, and in the swiftest, easiest, most painless way I know how, I will end him.
Okay. 1 second.
And then one second. Here, let me pull that. One second. Let me pull it up.
Yup.
It is.
Nah, just yeah.
And
So as you pull him in close and you take the knife and begin to slide, you hear, "Long live Bread the light and Erendil the grace," as his voice fades out.
Well, that would definitely strike a chord.
G chord?
Damn.
Probably a D minor. Saddest of chords.
I'm gonna hearing him say that, just not hearing anybody speak my family names before, I'm gonna get really sad and teary-eyed and just kind of wait there a moment.
Okay. As the rest of you guys are checking each room individually.
Need like a somber playlist. What the hell?
I'm prioritizing the other members of my tribe at this time,
Oh, we have one.
making sure they're all safe. So the one who was in the act of being tortured, was it a man?
Which one?
The one where the guy came out of.
Female.
Okay, how's she doing?
She's breathing.
I'll go ahead and I'll. Can I? Is she conscious? Is she awake? Or is she?
Okay.
Is that...
She is barely awake. She is out of it, semi-clothed, with a large gash in her side.
Mhm. I'll go up to her and I'll cup her face in one hand and say in the language of our people, the specific dialect of Elvish, I'll say, "Don't worry. Come with the blessing of Our Lady." And I'll give her a first level cure wounds.
The wound in her side heals, like closes, and her breaths go from sporadic to a nice breath as she slowly opens her eyes and like grasps your hand tightly. Cutscene. Alyssa, you make your way towards the doors there to the south. You head up into the hallway. Checking each of these rooms as you go by, you notice one person sleeping in this bed, two people sleeping in this bedroom. The last room to your left, nobody in there. You make your way to the door. It seems to be locked. You try to pick it. Unsuccessful, frustrates you. You take a step back and boot to the front of the door. But it being a double-wooded, thick kind of oak wood with like metal plating to it, doesn't seem to budge much. Pisses you off even further. You hear a little noise behind you. You quickly put yourself to the edge of the wall, kind of where like a little pillar juts out, so you're able to get yourself back just enough. About 2 seconds later, somebody walks by and kind of starts to look around in the general direction. And as he turns and looks directly at you, you literally swipe and tear out his jugular.
Juggler.
Yeah, you just reach and tear out the throat. And he just looks at you and just and like spits a couple of blood, and you just walk by and kind of like grin to your face and just tap him on the top of the head, and he just falls straight back onto the ground.
Ew.
So what, Alyssa? I'm sorry. She's off on her own,
Yeah,
doing her own thing.
She's not close to us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's just doing her own jam right now. She's just fucking up the whole upper floor.
I don't even know anything about her yet.
I'm holding like 3 different conversations as I'm trying to do a story, and Alyssa's. I'm just like, oh yeah, yep. You just fucked that bitch up, and yeah, you did. So
Man's is dead.
yeah, so you hear like a little bit of rustling down the hallway from that other room where it seemed there was like 2 other people. The one that had the one person was closer to you, so you're not sure if they heard you or not yet.
Let them come.
Cutscene back. In the meantime, while you figure out what you're doing, Morn, you do see an individual walking door to door at this point. He seems like he's checking cells.
Does it look like he's going to come to where I am?
He is walking in your direction.
If I see him make a movement make a movement out of those hallways, as if he were to move towards the hallway that Kaz unlocked, let me know.
Okay. Well, Kaz unlocked the one that's like a whole other hallway. The other 2 are just open.
Right. So yeah, if he leaves those other 2 hallways, let me know.
Okay.
If he's just moving between them, I'm okay leaving him there.
He's like going cell to cell, and he seems like he's going in there and like rustling or like messing with somebody, and then like you hear some noises and some groaning, and then he comes back out and like closes the gate and like relocks it, and then goes to the next one. It's almost like he's doing rounds or something.
And so there are cells there.
In the other hallways, yeah.
Okay, I'll try it.
Oh.
Hoya.
Morn's growing up. I'm so proud.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I like the new interface. Roll20.
No, I don't either.
I can't tell if I hate it or it's just new. I'm trying to be
It's a little
open-minded.
both for me.
I like the
It's just
old,
colorful, isn't it?
I like the old spell description because it looked like the entries in the book.
Yeah, it looked
Looks like a scroll.
exactly.
Now it looks fucking bland.
Looks all like basic bitch over here.
Basic bitch.
Basic bitch.
Basic.
Okay. You reach learning, not having taken the time to delve into the magic per se. You feel that tug and you're like, I'm gonna do this. And you kind of like mimicking how you've seen Kaz cast her spells. You reach out and you kind of make like a point and you're like, and you do like a jab with it, and you charm him. But at the same time, 5 feet to your right, 3 5x5 squares of cabbage just all of a sudden sprout out of the stone floor.
What the fuck?
What? Cabbage? The fuck?
But he's charmed.
I mean, that's the important thing.
What? Where'd the cabbage come from?
Well, we got food for tonight, boys.
I guess.
Morn sprouting vegetables.
That wasn't what I expected to hear. Oh yeah, 3 feet, 5 feet to your right. I was expecting like a trap or something to go off for some reason, but nope, cabbages. Some guy somewhere who just lost his fucking whole load of cabbages is going, no, my cabbages!
They just like pop through the dirt in somebody's garden. They disappear. It's like, what? Where did my cabbage go? Sprouts up next to Morn. Is like, hey,
Hey,
cabbage.
sweet food.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
I have no idea. It's the first thing I found, man. Okay, so, but he is charmed.
Perfect.
Back to the group here. Are you guys have begun to free individuals. Most of them are moving on their own. The one you go into one of them where the guy is kind of in that like that BDSM like almost rolled up ball, and all of like his spine has been snapped, his neck was snapped, like he's completely dead and has been for what you can tell a long time.
Another moon elf.
Regular elf, this one.
Is there like a sheet or anything, a cloth or something in the room?
What do you mean?
Is there like I would like to put a sheet or a cloth or something over the person that I just ended.
There's nothing like that in there. It looks like they don't even have beds. There's just straw in the corner.
Ugh. As odd as it sounds, I'm gonna want to cut his body free from the machine.
Okay. It's no machine, he's just literally like dangling from the ceiling.
What,
You're checking it.
however, he's attached.
Yeah, sorry.
There seems to be some kind of like piece of metal chain that dangles down, and then there's like a loop, and he's attached to that, and then basically strung to it in several different ways.
Yeah, so I would just want to cut that all free.
Okay. It takes you a little bit.
Just so that I can get him free from all of it and off of the whatever he's attached to that's holding him up too.
So you tell him you're an acquaintance, Morn, and to get some sleep, because you'll take the next rounds. And I greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thanks. And like walks off in the other direction, begins like taking off like his apron, like dropping him on the floor, and like walks off.
Perfect. I'm gonna start looking who's in these cells.
Okay.
I'm looking through my bag to see if I actually have like a cloth or something. I don't think I do. Actually, no.
Do you want to burn him?
I don't want to leave him just laying in here. And if we can't bury him, we don't really have the time for that. I think that would probably be best. If you don't mind.
I'll help you put his body on the straw in the corner and light it.
Yeah, I'll move him over to the straw. And then let Kaz do that.
The rigor mortis has set in. He's been gone for a little while. It takes you a little bit to get him moved into the corner.
No, the one that I was working with. The one that I was working with.
What?
I just killed him.
Oh, that one. Okay. Do you want to move him with the machine, or do you want to?
I was cutting him free from it. That's what I was asking about, like cutting him free from all that.
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you were in the BDSM room.
No, I was still with the...
Okay, so this one... Okay, yeah, so this one doesn't take you very long at all. This one takes you, a couple moments. It is quite nasty as you cut the tubings. Blood does still drain out, as he is just recently passed. But you're able to get him into the corner, and set him down on the straw, kind of like roll him onto his side into a comfortable position.
And then Kaz offered to light him on fire, so I'll step away so that She can do that.
You begin to light the straw on fire as the body begins to slowly burn. You figure maybe over the course of a little while it might catch and actually burn
it's
away.
it's a stone room, right? Like that will be a controlled fire, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's all stone. Yeah, the doors are wood, but the room itself is made of stone. Backwards, you sneak up close to that door as you begin to listen to the two individuals talk. Did you hear that? Edgar, what are you doing out there? Stop pissing in the hallway again. Oh, I don't know what he's doing out there, but when's our shift supposed to start? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think they're supposed to be back for another day or two, so I'm kind of enjoying being lazy. Yeah, but you know, Minas, kind of a fucking prick. He likes to take his thrills out on the people below. Well, I don't really know either, but I mean, I'm going, fuck this. And you watch it, you hear one, from what you can kind of gather, one lays back down and you can hear like the rustling of a bed pulling up of covers as the other guy begins to grumble as well. Back down, the body is starting to slowly catch, and you're able to take some more strong kind of like toss it on top to keep the fire burning a little bit more.
After it seems that we've got the fire going and it'll be sufficiently burned just with the straw and how we've placed it. I'll walk over to Kaz, and as I'm going to walk by and walk out of the room, I'm going to place my hand on her shoulder. Thank you.
Of course.
And then I'm just going to walk out to go to the next room.
Okay. The next room would be like that BDSM one where the guy is just kind of hanging from the ceiling kind of in a distorted way.
I'm going to do the same thing then. I'm going to get to work cutting the body free from whatever it's attached to. I think me and Kaz are probably the cleanup crew at this point.
Okay. That one takes you a little bit because that one's kind of strung about 5 feet above your head in kind of like a really distorted manner. That one looks like they just passed a little while ago.
And is there straw in this room too?
Yeah, they all seem to have some kind of like a little straw bed.
Okay. So after I've cut that one free, I'll do the same thing. Put it in. I would imagine if I don't want to assume, would Kaz follow to take care of that as well? Okay. So probably do the same thing that we did with the first one. Just for sake of timeliness.
And I feel like I should maybe, or we're all checking out rooms, right?
Yeah. Morn, you do find many people alive. You find one cell that has 3 female humans. You find another cell that has a dragonborn. There's another one that has an Aracroa. You find a cell that has 3 lizardmen. And another cell that has 3 halflings. Down that first wing. And they all seem to be pretty just like mundane. Like they're just sitting there not doing anything.
And they're clearly prisoners, right?
What's up?
They're clearly prisoners.
Yeah, they're all barely wearing clothes. I would say probably like burlap.
I'm gonna go to the spot that the other guy took off his like guard armor. Okay. And see if I can't find a key somewhere.
Okay, roll investigation.
Oh boy. Oh. The key's there, I'll find it.
Yeah. you manage to go through the little apron thing that he was holding, and you do find a set of keys attached to the front side.
Okay, I'll grab those. I don't know if I want to let anyone out yet. I think I'm gonna make my way over to the rest of the party. Is there anyone just kind of standing outside these cells? Or are you guys all kind of doing something?
I think a lot of the prisoners were able to kind of move on their own. And
On your wing, not so much.
no,
probably
he came.
about-
No, he came back. He said he came back to the party.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't opened any cages yet. I'm making my way back to the party with the keys. And I'm saying, is there anyone just kind of standing about, or are they all doing something?
I feel like, I mean, Ping. I don't know. I haven't really been doing much, I guess.
Yeah, I'll walk up to Ping and just be like, I got the guard over there to kind of go to bed or whatever. I maybe tricked him a little bit, but I found some keys. There's some prisoners over there. Not who we're looking for, but still certainly people I think that can get let go.
Okay. Should we go get them?
I think so. Has there been any trouble over here? Have you guys found anyone?
From what I can tell, it looks like Freya and Andre have been spending a little time inside their cells they go in. A lot of people are, too far gone to be really rescued, so kind of just put them out of misery.
Yeah. I think we should go get these people out and bring them outside. I want to see what's outside anyway, in case. To see how much time we have.
Yeah. How far is it? Where are we going?
Oh, not too far back.
It's only it's just right on the other side.
Yeah, I'll lead Ping back over.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll say for expediency, in the one hallway, the elven hallway per se, you find 4 moon elves that are still alive. You find 3 regular elves that are still alive. 2 of them being children.
I'm gonna start with the children and the younger ones.
No, in the hallway that Henri and Freya and Kat.
I'm not really looking in there yet.
No. And so like your hallway, everybody's alive, and you begin to open the doors, and they don't move or look at you. They seem to be broken that they aren't even like responding.
I'm gonna open are there any children in that hallway?
No.
Okay. Then I'll just open a random one. Be like, hello.
They just head down. No response.
Oh, I'm gonna like get onto one knee and be like, I'm not a guard. I'm here to help.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because they are broken.
Well, I look broken too.
Yeah.
I guess that helps my case.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That one. They're probably petrified of me.
Can I step forward and say, hey, I was a prisoner too. We're here to help.
Okay, so roll again, Morn, with advantage. Or if you want Ping, you can roll separate.
I have +2. The persuasion, so not great.
I can roll persuasion, right?
Yeah, I'll let you do it. I think that makes more sense anyway.
I have -1 persuasion, but.
Better than both of Morn's rolls.
Okay, so the one that you look into is a dragonborn, and he is heavily scarred, pretty gaunt, and he looks up and just kind of like stares you right in the eye, and he looks like he's still got a little bit of that fire, and he just kind of doesn't respond, but he looks at you and looks at the door and looks back at you.
Seems like you still got some fire in you, and I understand why you should be scared. What if I brought you the Minotaur's head?
kind of like nods towards you. On the flip note, jumping back, Alyssa, you hear the two individuals begin to talk. They grumble and they talk about how, it just, whatever's happening, they don't want any part, they still want to sleep. Their shift isn't done yet. It's not time for their shift. The one kind of grumbles and rolls back over and pulls the blanket up. The other one kind of makes a couple noises and, I guess. And he lays back down as well. And after like 2 or 3 minutes, and you kind of sit there and you wait. After about 2 or 3 minutes, the other one stands up. Oh, God, I shouldn't have had that mead before supper. And you hear him like get up and like begin to kind of make his way towards the hall. He comes out and immediately takes a right away from you and starts to walk away. You wait for the perfect moment, and you make your way across the doorway and sneak up behind him as you do one arm around the neck and the other one around the mouth.
Ooh.
And he pisses himself. As you feel a little wetness right next to your shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And he begins to start making noises. And like starts to fight back a little bit.
Shut up. Listen, the Minotaur and the Wizard are dead. And you'll be too if you don't answer my questions.
Make an intimidation check. With advantage, because he had to piss.
12.
And like starts to kick back towards you. He's gonna try and fight you.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Rolled a 6 to try and escape. Roll athletics.
Oh my god.
He manages to kick back and headbutt you square in between the bridge of your nose and your eyes. Your eyes water, and you let go for a split second as he kicks away from you and yells, help! 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 Help!
Intruder alert! Red spy is in the base. Red spy is in the base.
He has no weapons, but a 16 as he tries to punch at you.
No.
No. So he whiffs, comes wide, and like he's looking towards the doorway to try and make his way back towards you, and he's trying to like find the right position to shimmy around you, but he can't quite do it. And he's just kind of making as much noise as possible.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll attack him.
And you hear movement behind you. That hits. Okay. You lunge towards him and immediately, like, grab the face, grab the neck, and just snap. And he crumbles right in front of you. You hear movement behind you. Oh, it's good. And you hear like sheets coming off, the bed coming off, and you hear somebody moving and grabbing something like you hear like clamoring of something of like metal.
Quickly move next to the door and lie and wait for him.
Okay.
Ready
You hear, like,
to grapple him.
Okay, you hear like fumbling under a bed or something. And you just hear like, oh god, and all of a sudden he comes running through the doorway, like short sword out in front of him.
19.
Okay. 18. You got him.
Okay.
You grab the blade, force it down around the back, and come up, and you have like this like reversed half Nelson. You're holding him in place now. What are you doing? Yeah.
Hey, look over there. Those two are dead, and you'll be next. Unless you listen to me.
Make an intimidation with advantage.
Dead body
Baby.
advantage.
Yeah, fuck you, fuck you. And you're like trying to like swing back towards you. He's gonna try and break your grapple.
Oh my god.
Natural 1.
I got the same thing.
Okay.
Roll 20 is not working.
What's up?
Roll 20 is not working for some reason.
So
not showing the
he
rolls.
goes to break your grapple and slips
I'm
on the
very
piss and
unusual.
blood and like eats shit down to a knee and pulls you with him, and you guys kind of do this half roll on piss and blood in the hallway. You still have the grapple. So make one more intimidation check, just straight roll, to see if you can like shove his face down again.
Oops, not that.
Shove him
baby,
into
I thought-
piss and blood.
Jesus. Got a 3. Fuck you! As you're like trying to press him down into the stone, and he's just fighting you. He's gonna try and break the grapple.
21.
2. So you are on top of him, basically like sitting on his back, pressing down forearm into the back of his head, like prone, just face down into the stone.
Listen. The Minotaur and the Wizard are dead, but clearly someone else is running the show here. Who are they?
You're fucking stupid. Yeah, he's gonna fucking kill you. That's what he's gonna do.
Oh yeah? Where is he?
He'll be back soon. He always comes back. He's gonna rip your fucking neck out.
Well, I'll be waiting for him then. And I'll punch him.
Rip his neck out.
Roll to attack. With advantage, because he's prone. Actually, it wouldn't even be advantage, it would be an auto critical. Because you've got him prone.
Okay.
Auto.
Yeah, it's melee attacks when you're prone. It's auto critical, right?
That's when they're unconscious.
Oh, is it? Okay, well,
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
an
yeah.
advantage when
Right.
prone, but auto crit when unconscious.
Correct.
okay. So, definitely hits. 8.
What the
So
hell? I'm still not
just-
getting the rolls.
From who?
Oh, let
Just
me
at-
toggle
at
my
all.
Richters on.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
she's rolling to just me.
Oh!
Yeah, I thought. that was the case.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
She's rolling to
I guess that would
she's
have
rolling
been
to just me.
good to know before
Yeah,
I
'cause I'm
reconnected.
not doing it either.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, the only one you should have seen last would have been Ping's 11.
Got it. All right,
Yep.
we're good.
So you take your fist and you just slam right into the side of his face against the concrete. He's gonna try and break your grapple again. 2.
18.
Yeah, no. You just force him back into the concrete. He's gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. You just slam his face into the concrete. He's looking real bad. Looks like you possibly broke his jaw.
I'll hit him again.
Yeah.
Dang, Ray.
What?
That's advantage, so natural 20.
Ooh, baby.
No matter what you do at this point, he dead.
Oh yeah.
So this time you grab his face and you pull it up and I'll see him fucking soon. And you mash his face right into the concrete like 2, 3, 4 times. And then you just
American History X style.
yeah, you pull him up
That's
one
a
last
curb
time.
stomp.
And he's like
Blech.
gurgling the
Ah,
nose that
yeah.
smashed into the face, and you grab him and you slide him across the concrete, and you stand up and like wipe yourself off on his clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back downstairs. As Alyssa's just making a mess upstairs.
Hey, she's making it easier for us. She's thinning the herd.
I think she's finally getting her thrill. Maybe.
Maybe.
You've freed pretty much everybody. It's a mix of humans, halflings, 2 dragonborns, 3 lizard men, and just kind of a random assortment. The vast majority of them, a large, like 25% of it though, is elven. But the elven that were down the hallway, half of that seems to have passed away in the cells. You do get some information, Andre, from one of them. That seems to be an elderly female that said she rode with your daughter. She is from your clan. She is a basically a priestess of Elune. And she tells you that, well, she was sold along the road. The Baron, the elderly one, the one in McKill. He said something about she had a strong sense of magical flow through her, and that he wanted to test how far that limit could be taken. That was the last we saw of her.
McKill, then.
I believe that's where we were. It was close to the ocean.
Right.
I wish you the best.
Let's get you out of here.
Thank
I'll
you.
worry about her later. Right now, you and the rest of our people need attention.
She kind of nods, and you guys begin to usher them up towards the stairs.
Yeah, we got to everybody pretty much.
Yeah, it seems like you empty all the cells.
Okay. So we've been through pretty much the whole place, and this is all.
It seems to be, from what you can gather, it seems like the far right side seemed to be some kind of research/torture chamber. The middle and the left were for the prisoners that they seem to have broken for sale, to make them an easier slave.
More obedient
Correct.
and all that shit.
It took you guys a while to get the trust of the people that you guys were freeing, because they seemed very hesitant, like it was some kind of game that they were getting played for.
Right.
Don't worry. We're gonna keep you all safe.
They all kind of like huddled together. Some look very, very gaunt and kind of like they're just barely standing up.
What?
Andre, Freya, what's your passive, Kaz? And Ping? And Morn?
17.
I don't think Ping and I are there.
Yeah, you're with the group. They're all together now.
We were back at the other cages.
Yep, you guys
We
had gotten
all
everybody
came-
out.
We kind of fast forwarded to bring.
Oh, so
all
okay,
the
so we skipped.
Everybody's out and
We
we've
convinced
all
them that they were
congregated.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna go get the Minotaur's head. I don't
Oh.
have to do that now.
Nah.
For the best.
What's you guys' passive?
17.
16.
17.
All of you guys notice the one doctor dude from the Elven Hall is like trying to meld in with the group to leave with them.
The guy with no clothes on.
Yeah, he's like standing in between all of them, like.
Oh, do you need to be liberated?
I'm gonna go up to him and ask if he needs any clothes.
He goes stiff, like just stiff as a board. Like the moment you're like, "Do you need any clothes?" And he's just like,
I think we.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna find some clothes where the guard put his clothes away, and find some clothes. If there's other clothes other than armor, I'll grab that. If there's
there's like burlap sacks and like
Sure.
like
Perfect.
kind of like the clothes
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they put on the slaves. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna give him some clothes.
Okay.
You're
You
like,
take
you're
your
gonna be
axe,
all-
you like rip open the top of it, and you like stick it over his head and cut like a hole for each arm, and you like pull his arms through like a little baby.
Yeah, they're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna get up close to him and be like, since you've been so cooperative, we might be willing to let you leave as well, but your mode of leaving is going to be leaving, and we need to be sure that you are far away.
Wait, is he not a prisoner?
Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah, no, I was actually thinking that we would, like, as the group, keep him with the group and let him leave, but he's not to be wandering around by himself.
Oh, this guy. What did he do?
He was one of the experimenters.
What she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him.
Perfect.
I'm gonna full on punch him straight in the nose.
Okay, roll to attack. Yeah, because you guys never picked up his notes. His notes are still sitting in the hallway.
Oh,
We never
I
did.
made a mental note when he said, "I just take down notes." That I wanted to pick him up, but I don't think I said it out
25
loud.
to
'cause
hit.
Okay.
Going. If I
Yeah,
don't
you deck
have them
him
when I see him
hard.
again, I want to go get him.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
yeah, he
Alright.
stumbles to a knee and like just like dazed. Okay, so you go back down the hallway and you actually pick up the notes from you check each hallway carefully real quick, and you manage to find like almost like clipboards with like a bunch of sketches and notes and semi ledgers.
Yeah, my goal is not necessarily to like learn what they're trying to learn, but to just get all the data that they have so that they no longer have it, right?
Yep.
Because cloud backups aren't a thing. So I just want to,
Good point. Good point.
take whatever data we can get so that they don't have it anymore.
Okay. Okay, he stands back up and kind of like holds his face and like looks at you.
Do what you want with him. I'm gonna turn away.
Okay.
Well,
As I said before, if you so much sneeze in the wrong direction, if it appears to me in any way, shape, or form that you're trying to do any harm to any of these prisoners, or that you're going to shout for help, or do anything, or even flinch, I won't hesitate. I'm gonna let him remain.
Just like shakes his head.
I'm gonna let him remain with the group.
I
Okay.
think he gets the message.
As you guys begin to herd them up the stairs and out into the main courtyard.
He's just a pawn. I'm
If there's
interested
ever
in
a time-
taking the king.
Oh. if there's ever a time that Andre's not in your shot, I'm gonna go up to Kaz and just ask, were you able to find Andre's daughter?
No. We think she was sold before we got here. But I think we may know where she is, though.
Is she okay?
I don't know.
Andre, I mean.
I think so. We've gotten a lot of people out here, so it's not for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely made a difference. So getting him out of the swamp will be the next trick.
Yeah, you guys have a total of 13 people.
And we've got to
14, including the guard.
back through the swamp.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So a couple of two halflings, a dragonborn, and
Well,
Like the rest
Hell yeah.
elves.
we
2 lizard men, like 2 or 3 humans, and then the rest, yeah, elves.
Kaz, your magic portal thing that connects to Jupiter, how many people are you able to send through at a time?
A lot, but I don't have a slot for it.
Hmm.
What does that mean?
I think he's tired.
That'll tuck
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fortunately, time is of the essence. Maybe
think
you guys try and
The
find a
best
way
thing
out.
we can do.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Can I ask
don't-
the doctor if there's any like place, like a vault or a place that they would store valuables here that he knows of?
Usually, Zaro keeps all of the things in his office upstairs.
Excellent, that's where I'm going.
Kaz, if we were able to get some sleep here, would you be able to cast your teleport thing in the morning?
For sure.
I don't think we
I
have
don't
that
see-
much
I don't-
time.
I don't see how we get these people through the swamp. It was hard enough for us.
If Remo
I
called
don't
for
think we
help,
can spend the night here.
if Remo called for help, we don't know when that help will be arriving. It could be any minute.
So do we can't just leave these people here.
We're not going to, but we're
We can't
We might
we
have
can't we can't drag them through the swamp either. There's no way.
I think
Do-
they'd rather their chances in the swamp and dying, trying to escape to freedom, than being left to be potentially taken as prisoner again. I know I would. We're kind of out of options.
What are you up to, Alyssa?
Search the 2 other bodies for keys.
I would say with your, I mean, if you want, you can re-roll again, but you don't find any keys on them for that door.
Yeah.
You have a feeling that door is probably something important and has been locked by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy could probably tell us where Zara's office is, right?
He might have an idea.
He said he didn't know where it was.
Mm.
But he did say upstairs. Dang, Ray, you polished the bottle off.
Yep.
So you got everybody standing kind of out in the courtyard right now?
So good. Did we make our way out into the courtyard itself, or did we just make our way up the stairs?
Up the stairs isn't very far, so you make your way up the stairs to the courtyard.
Okay.
I want to search the office or try to find his office for sure.
That's what I was going to be doing too. I was going
Okay.
to take a look around, see if I could find a office upstairs somewhere.
So there's 4 towers, and under each 4 towers, there seems to be some kind of stairs. You guys came up this one, so
So I will go to the one. I guess if you're looking at the map, we're at the bottom or the south. I would go to the one straight north of us then.
like this way,
Yeah.
or okay. So
Yeah.
you walk across. Okay. That
Mhm.
one leads you up up the stairs, and actually leads you back up onto the ramparts. It doesn't seem to lead anywhere else.
All right. Well, then I will go down and go to the one to the right of it.
Okay. That one doesn't lead anything up, but you go down below, and it actually brings you back into a back part of the chambers that the prisoners were held in. That one's actually a torture room. It seems like there's a lot of instruments in there for breaking people. There's clubs, there's a lot of beds, there's a lot of stretching racks, there's you see a corner where there's like an aquarium, and you see almost like these like eel looking type creatures.
I'm gonna destroy everything. So I want to I don't know, if the table flip. If there's like tanks, I want to break them.
Okay.
Ruin whatever I can.
You just begin to destroy shit.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Yes. Literally channeling that, just like full on rage, destroying the room.
Okay. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Whew.
You say, yeah, Kaz, you're with her. So you actually see for a split second a dark, billowing, shadowy cloak pop out the back and flurl for a second, but then disappear almost instantly.
You okay?
I'll be good when we get the hell out of here and we take down.
Roll an just straight intelligence, Freya. Okay, that's pretty good. As you sit here in your rage, just tossing and destroying shit left and right, for some reason it dawns to you like really quick, and you think about it, and you're like, "Fuck." Boog was a druid, wasn't he? Did he have a way of traveling really fast? We might need to go soon. And you think about it even more. And the idea, like the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up.
I was already leery of that just because I know that Remus, called for help essentially.
Yeah, you're not really sure why they haven't already shown up. But you just got it. You're just getting like that pit in the bottom of your stomach.
Okay, so Kaz said, are you okay? So yeah, I'll be fine once we get out of here. And then after thinking about that, which I think we should do, I don't think we're gonna find anything here. I don't think there's anybody left here that's worthwhile. It's probably just more of the, I don't know, experimenter dudes or whatever. I don't think we're gonna find Zaro here.
Alyssa, before you take off from that hallway, give that door one more shot. Just out of pure furiousness. Strength.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you go to kick it one more, unless you want to try and pick it one more time.
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
would have been a 21.
That just beats it. That actually is the DC. This time, you calm yourself down. Now that you've had a little bloodshed, you feel a little bit better. Your nerves have kind of calmed yourself. Just like a good joint. You just feel yourself relax, and you're like, all right. And you get down there, and this time you take your time, finding that hidden tumbler this time. And this time you find it as it goes to clamp down at the last second. You stick the pick back in there, and you catch it. You force it back up. And just slightly you feel the door give way. A little smile creeps out as you take your picks back out and open the doors to a large corridor that has 3 separate rooms. There's a big double door to the left, big double door in front of you, and another big double door to the right of you.
Try the one to the left first, I suppose.
Okay, that one opens up. No issues. It is a mess and smells like shit. You see 2 large beds, one on the far left side, like dirty underwear, a giant great axe. You get the gist that was probably Minus's bed. The one to the far right, you see a bunch of kind of the complete opposite. So like imagine like if you had like a gardener and a hippie on one side of the room and like a goth metalhead on the other side. Like the left side of the room is just like all black stuff and like torn and tattered like blankets, and it smells awful. And to the right side, there's like small little garden with a bunch of plants on the windowsill and like a nice like semi neatly made bed.
Aw, boo.
And like, yeah, he's a simple man. And that's what you see in that room.
Does the axe look special in any way?
Just looks like an axe.
Alright. Leave the room and I'll go check the one to the right then.
To the far right or the one in the middle?
Far right.
Far right. That one opens up as well. That one opens up, and this one has like a arcane focus on one corner of the room. You see a sigil in the center of the room. Might be a teleportation, or it might just be some kind of arcane focus. You notice a giant bookcase that lines the wall with just books stacked floor to ceiling. You notice gems just littering all of the walls, like skulls, and you see potions and like kind of like an alchemist set. You're assuming this probably is Remo's room.
How many potions are there?
3.
I'll bag them.
Okay.
And that's all that's of note, really?
That you can see. Just
Yeah.
plainly, yeah.
Leave and check the one to the middle then.
Okay. This one's locked.
Let's try this out. 20.
It's the DC. This time you get in there and you feel the last tumbler give way, and you're not really certain for a second. And you kind of force it in, and the pick breaks on you, but you shove another one back up in there quickly, and you manage to catch that last tumbler as you pull out your that broken pick, and you slowly shove the door open. It is a elegant, very well, almost like magistrate type room. Giant fireplace in the center of the room with elven heads on side of like a trophy statue, like mounted taxidermy style. Next to that there's like a boar, and there's like there is like a bit like a giant dire wolf type deal. There's a bear in the corner mounted and stuffed. And there's like a elegant owl bear totally skinned on the floor. To the far left of the room there's a giant like a study, like a big giant like desk type deal. And then to the far right of the room there's a double like king, like California king type bed with like the giant 4 posts and like draped off the sides. You're assuming this is probably the other 2, Zaro and Privé. As there's some like there is some female touches to the room.
I'll go to the study area and look around for any documents of note.
Okay. Make a perception or investigation, depending on what you're looking to do. If you're just looking, or if you're actually going through and feeling around.
Do perception. Ugh.
Okay. The only thing you're able to notice, there's a ledger for a shipment of gems, and it labels each gem of noteworthiness. It says one small, half-sized gem from... Shit, I gotta pull up the map here. One small, blue-type gem from the port, worth 550 gold. One slender, elder-type gem from the east of Dollar, worth 1,150 gold. You get the gist. The gems are what they label for their slaves or their shipments, and how they're transporting and selling them. You basically get it's a small ledger of not upcoming sales, but previous sales. There's two for Steinthorn. It's two for Steinthorn. There's one to McHill. There's one to... No, there's two to Stoffet. And that's what you're able to gather on that one. And the rest of it is pretty much just random crap, like building supplies for the fort, food supplies, type ledger, and clothing.
Once I sort of just look on top of the desk, then I'll actually start like physically rummaging through the drawers and whatnot.
Okay. Investigation.
15.
Okay. You go through 3 of the drawers. You find one full ledger of the last 7 months of sales, of gem sales. Basically noteworthy pretty much everywhere they have sold. You notice a vast, just skimming quickly, you noticed about 42% of their sales seems to be to Skarnsvold for some reason. The sales go to... a Mazin Fritnat.
Okay.
That is a MAZINTHREENAT. Seems to be about 42% of the sales, and the majority of that, elven in nature. Or, from what you gather, the gems are labeled special, and the special gems, he bought every single one of them. You get probably a gist of they were magical in some way or form, or had the ability to do magic.
Okay.
You find a case of gems worth 520 gold. Just it's like a random assortment of like rubies, gems, diamonds. You find a necklace, and etched on the necklace, it says, "To the one I love, PB." Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Henri, you yawned. And then with a 15, that's all you find. Yeah.
Okay. What other like quadrants were the rooms sectioned off into? There was a study.
There's a fireplace in the center of the room. To the left is like the study type area, in like another like semi-separate room, and then there's like a bedroom type chamber.
Okay. I'll go into the bedroom.
Okay.
Very quickly search like any nightstands or anything if there's like anything there.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
15 again.
Okay. The rightmost side, has a lot of jewelry. You find a couple rings, some necklaces, and nightgown type stuff. To the left, which is his, you find a dagger. You find a handgun, which you're not really sure what it is actually. You've never seen it before. You've heard of them, but it is basically like looks to be some kind of cylinder attached to a piece of metal with some kind of trigger system.
You serious?
Yeah.
I found a gun. Okay, I'll bag this mysterious-looking object.
Yeah. I've hinted at it throughout the campaign. They're very rare, but it seems to be some kind of new technology.
Yeah, the Raxus had them.
Yeah, remember? Because they took shots at you guys, or they took shots at something. Oh no, it was when you guys were up in Mugthorn.
Mugthorn, yeah.
Mugthorn, yep. You guys had seen it for the first time. But yeah, you basically found some kind of handgun or cinder. You're not sure what it is. You're not sure what it does.
Cylindrical object.
Yeah, with some kind of like trigger-looking thing.
Is there any Is there any like small pieces of metallurgy that looks like they could fit down this cylinder with it?
There's about 4 little like metal balls, from what you can tell.
Oh, how peculiar! I'll bag those 4 metal balls.
Intriguing little balls.
I can't wait.
Gun.
I can't wait till she's like, "What the fuck is this?" Oh!
Yeah.
Looks down the barrel. Oh, this looks interesting.
I'll bag the dagger, and then like some of the more valuable rings and necklaces.
Yeah. So the rings, there's 2 gold rings worth possibly around 350 gold. There's a necklace that's worth about 250 gold, kind of like diamond studded. And then there's another ring that is, it's silver in color. And it has some kind of inscribing on the top of it, and you're not sure what it is.
Okay. Yeah. I'll head out of this
Fucking
office-looking area then.
Alyssa's just ransacking.
Once I've cleaned out the place, and from what I can tell, and I'll head back to the tower and start to head down the stairs into the courtyard.
Okay. So, you're heading down the courtyard. As the rest of the group, you kind of have checked the towers, and you guys are making your way towards that last tower that you guys have not been to, as you guys see Alyssa emerging from it. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody go AFK?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you find anything good in there?
Found an office with some rings and necklaces and whatnot. Mainly whoever this fucking guy's jewelry case. That's about it.
Mm.
Some documents in his study.
No floating stones or anything like that.
Not that I could tell.
Okay. Well, I think we need to book it out of here as soon as we can.
Okay.
I agree. I think we found everything that we need or can. It's time to get out of here.
I guess we'll go back to the other tower with the others. Do
Well,
we still?
everybody- Oh, go ahead.
Do we still have a the thing that Delvin gave us to camp at night?
Yes.
We didn't use
We
that,
didn't-
right? Because we
we
never
never-
took it.
It wasn't anything to camp. It was a seed that would like lead you anywhere that you want to go. It would give you the most direct, straight course.
No, I mean the thing that keeps the monsters away at night. He gave us one of those. We still have that, right?
Yep.
So I think we can leave here, go maybe into the swamp, however far we deem like we need to, set up camp for tonight, use that, and in the morning we can teleport somewhere a little further away.
Or we could hide in the dungeon, cover up the entrance.
Maybe. I don't want to get locked in there.
If we can teleport out, we're not locked in. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess that's an option. But
Unless they know the prison's there, that would be a problem.
yeah, I think the people coming here are bound to, surely they'll find us there.
Okay. And I guess we lead them into the swamp. Going to be tough though, keeping 14 people unable to fight safe.
Their chances are better out there than in here.
So just remember, you guys have whatever that is that fends off these creatures, and 2, you have a seed that will lead you to wherever whatever destination that you want, and give you the most direct, safe route that you guys did not use.
I think we want to stay away from Thornsball. We could use the seed to go west.
Yeah, we could use the seed to head towards Port Wall.
Yeah. We don't need to leave use your teleport, right?
Right.
Then yeah, I think we just go straight west and hopefully we didn't just lead all these people to their deaths,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's better than staying here, I agree.
So do we want to head towards Port Porval? We can decide on the way if and when we need to take a rest.
We don't want them to be able to follow us either. I think we want to get at least 4 hours away from here.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope I can try and carry people that still need help.
Yeah, they'll get a second wind when they're motivated by not dying.
True. Also, there might be a cart that brought these prisoners here. We could try and maybe borrow one.
Oh yeah, can we take the horses and the wagon?
I'm not concerned with the
Wagons?
borrowing. I think we can take and keep whatever we want.
I don't know how good of.
I mean, they were bringing them in on a train of wagons with horses, right? So I'm sure these people are not keen to get back in the cages, but can we take cages off and just have them in a cart.
I'm sure knowing that it's for freedom, they wouldn't mind.
The cages had already been taken off of the carts.
Okay.
Then I can put the people that can't walk in the cart. I'll pull them.
Those are the only horses that we found here.
Yes, there's 4 in total. 2 carts, 4 horses.
So there might be a problem if we take a horse and we take a cart. Aren't those going to leave pretty obvious tracks in which way we're going?
Prestidigitation. I can try and cover them up as we go.
What?
Yeah, we can work to cover our tracks. Maybe even minor illusion, some tracks that go in an opposite way.
And
Okay.
and then we'll ditch the cart as soon as we get out of the swamp.
Yeah.
If we get that far. I don't think we're 4 hours away from the edge, unfortunately.
We can at least get a good distance away from here. Somewhere
True,
where we can
yeah.
rest for a while, perhaps.
Here,
Well,
let me go up. Let me try and talk with these horses. And then hopefully we can get them to pull the cart, and people that can't walk can go with that. You guys work on covering up the tracks as we go.
Well then, book your equine magic.
Yeah, I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of look at Freya and go, did he say he was going to talk to the horses?
I believe he did. He's found this newfound ability to speak with creatures, it seems.
Okay, so you cast Speak with Animals. As people are loading onto the carts, I'm assuming? The weaker ones that are unable to walk? And what do you say?
I need you to pull this cart and follow me.
I think we should get everyone on the wagon and have them go quickly. Not
Yeah, I'm walking the cart like into the courtyard.
Okay. Oh, you're saying now to follow him.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay. You begin to load people onto the cart. You tell the horses, we're just going to go for a little walk. And they kind of like, just like nod and look at you like, okay. As people begin to load up onto the carts. You get the vast majority of the people up on the carts. I think only one isn't able to make it on the cart. What are you doing now?
Enough west.
Okay. You're heading west? Hello?
Pretty much. Probably
Like
straight west toward Port Porval. Maybe a little angle just to.
northwest.
Okay, there you go. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
North by northwest.
Okay, so you guys leave. You guys begin to leave the fort. People bodies hang as you guys leave. You guys notice like broken bodies in front of the courtyard, like where the drawbridge is. Like there's like a half broken body just like snapped in half, like half in the water, half out. You guys notice like just people behind as the braziers are still lit and the braziers are still going. And you guys make your way up over. You guys go up over the drawbridge and begin to make your way out. Okay. You guys are all leaving, but you guys don't see Freya. And you guys make your way over the drawbridge. And like something out of a freaking action movie, the fort begins to light on fire.
No, I wouldn't have left. Where is Freya?
So hold on. So you guys begin to see like just fire, like beginning to like just like the whole fort is beginning to catch, and about 30 seconds passes, and in a low trot, walking across the bridge with the flames in the background, is Freya, as the fire just is like emanating over the top of the fort walls and the manor, as you just watch as the flames lick deep, like 100 feet into the sky.
Cool elves don't look at explosions.
I'm gonna smirk at everybody as I walk up. Well, I'm afraid they lost their precious base.
As she
Good.
says that, a small flick of smoke up over the eye crest and disappears again.
You've officially lost your right to call me crazy.
I'm just gonna have a big smirk on my face as she's walking by.
If you want to call me crazy, I'm okay with that. At least
Nope,
they won't be able to utilize this base location to do any sick experiments anymore.
You're like my alter ego.
Kaz, did you look at those notes by chance?
No, I just took them to look at later.
Sounds good.
Ideally, I'd be on a wagon and I can kind of look at them as we head out.
Okay, so just quickly before we end tonight's episode, you begin to skim through the notes, and you notice he enjoyed his work, and he took some frivolities on top of what he was given to do some extra tests, just to make sure they could handle certain things.
Oh, this is the scientist or researcher or whatever.
Doctor, researcher, man.
Mm. Okay.
Martin can punch him again if you need him.
You go to look for him, and he's gone.
Mm.
When did he run away? Because Andre and I were both standing there
Uh-huh.
watching him in the courtyard.
He
Man,
rolled
must be
really high.
Real good on his stealth check.
Yeah.
Rolled a natural 19. He just slipped away, just ever so slightly.
Mm.
Sneaky little snake.
I'll give you all the details of all those notes at another time. But as
Okay.
you guys make your way off into the jungle, as behind you, a giant fortress is just fucking in flames. Hundreds of feet high, just roaring into the night sky. I mean, the people of Scornsvold probably have a nice little bonfire. As you guys make your way deep into the jungle, as the light behind you fades, and you disappear off.
Rock
And that's-
on Ray.
And that's
Burn
where
it to
we'll
the
end our episode.
ground! Burn it down!
Ground.
Burn.
Burn with me.
Oh my god.
Burn that shit.
Badass.
So, that's where we're gonna end our night. We had a little bit of a late start. Next week we'll be back to our normal. Also, Alyssa, once you figured out what that ring does, that is a ring of invisibility.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now I definitely want to end the episode. Yep.
Oh
Just
yeah.
end that. No, just end it, please, God.